Hey everyone, my name is Riley and this video is a step-by-step tutorial on Leonardo AI. Leonardo AI is one of the best AI image generation tools on the entire market, and in this video I'm going to take you through and show you everything that you can do on Leonardo AI. If you do not yet have a Leonardo AI account and you would like to try it out for free, you can do so using the first link down in the description. Once you click on that link, you will be taken over to this screen right here, and this is where we can create our free Leonardo AI account. So all you have to do is click on create account right here, and then we can go through and create an account with either Apple, Google, Microsoft, or you can enter your details right here. Once your account has been created, we will be taken over to the Leonardo AI dashboard. Now, before we jump into the more granular aspect of how Leonardo AI works, I will first explain this dashboard so you know how to navigate around. Over here on the sidebar, right at the top, you can see the current amount of credits that you have. On the free plan, you will have access to 150 credits per day, and these credits are what we use to create and generate different images. You can upgrade your account at any time by clicking on upgrade, and these are the pricing plans of Leonardo AI. The first and cheapest pricing plan is going to give you 8,500 monthly tokens, and then the 30 and 60 month plans are going to give you unlimited image generations. So I would definitely recommend testing out Leonardo AI with the free version before you upgrade, but we will cover all of the features and everything that you can do on both the free and paid plans on Leonardo AI. Going back to this main dashboard right here, we can see right now we are on the home feed, and up along the top we can see all of the different things that we can do inside of Leonardo AI. Down here, we can see recent creations. So these are some recent AI images that have been created by different users using Leonardo AI. Right now, this is on trending, but we can flick this over to new, or we can flick this over to top. And this is where you can get some inspiration for different designs you are creating. You can also click into any of these recent creations to get a more in-detail view, and you can also download any of the images that you see right here by clicking on this download button at the bottom. The second section on this left-hand side is going to be the community feed, and this is essentially the exact same thing that we saw in the home feed section, where we can find different designs that we like the look of, get inspiration, and download these. Under personal feed, this is where you can curate your feed from the community and home section by following different creators. For example, I can click into one of these images right here and see the person who created this at the top. If I click through to their account and this seems like somebody I want to follow, I can click on this follow button next to their name. And now if we go to the followers feed, this is going to show all of the different post creations that this specific person that I just followed has created. In the personal feed section, we can also see your generations for images that you generated, and the likes feed is going to show you all of the different posts that you have liked. I can go back here. Let's say I want to like this image, and I now go back into my personal feed. This is going to show up right here. Next, let's click into image generation, and this is where we can start creating our own AI images. In this main section, we can use this top search bar at the top to type in a prompt. We can use this dice button to completely randomize this, choose a random prompt, and that prompt is going to get filled out right here. To generate any images, you can simply enter the prompt and then click on generate on this right hand side, and this is going to use tokens to generate that image. Now we will get into that in a second, however I will first explain some of the other settings. In this fine-tuned model section, we can click on this drop down and choose the model that you would like to use when creating your image. Each of these models is going to affect the way that your image is generated and give it a different style and view. We can also select from other models using this button at the bottom, and this is going to bring up the model selection tool. From here, we can scroll through and see all of the different models that we have access to, and then if you find one that you like, we can simply click on this and choose to generate with this model. As you can see, that is now selected, and then we can once again change this at any time using this drop down menu. Now I'm just going to go back to the standard model diffusion AI. And over here, we can choose different elements that we want to add to this generator. So right here, we have like dragon scales, which is going to add like a dragon scale material to the clothing. We have cybertech, which is going to make it look more cyber in the background. Coloring book is going to make this look like this was created for a coloring book. And you can choose from any of these right here. For now, I'm just going to leave this blank while I create my first model and then add negative prompt. I will actually show you what this does later on when we have already created some designs. On the left-hand side, we can choose the number of images that you would like to create. So right now, we can see with 4 images, each image generation is going to cost us 8 tokens. However, if we would only like to generate 2 images, this is going to go down to 4. And each image that you generate is going to cost you 2 tokens. We also have this public images section so that you can choose if the images that you generate on the Leonardo AI feed that we discussed earlier. And if you want to turn this off, you do have to upgrade your account. We can then choose the input dimensions, so the dimensions of the photo that we create. And then we have advanced controls and guidance settings that I never really play around with. Under photo reel, we can turn this on. To have photo reel on, we have to also turn on the alchemy section. And this is once again just going to upgrade the quality of your images to that next level. The only thing about turning this on is watch the token price right here. Right now, for 4 images, this is going to cost me 8. However, if I turn on alchemy, this is going to jump up to 20. So first of all, let's create an image with alchemy off. And in here, I'm going to go ahead and type out my prompt. So I just kept this prompt nice and short, not adding too much information here. And I said I want a classy man with a trench coat, Victorian England, man is stood with a Doberman on a leash, and the man is wearing a flat cap. Let's now go ahead and generate this. And it looks like I need to finish fully setting up my account. And then we can click on generate. Just like that, Leonardo AI is now going to generate the 4 images that I asked for. So let's see how they turn out. Beautiful. This is exactly what I was looking for. And these are the 4 images that we have to choose from. So we can now click into any of these images right here. We can see a more full-scale image. And then along the bottom, we have different options to either download the image, copy to clipboard, remove the background, which is going to cost 2 tokens, and just leave the Doberman and the man. We also have this alchemy upscaler to refine and upscale the image to improve faces and hands as part of the process. So one thing I will say about this is if I can zoom in on the Doberman, the face isn't the best, so we could use this alchemy upscaler to improve this. And then finally, we also have the option to delete this image. So that is a basic prompt right there. But now let's go ahead and turn on alchemy and this photo reel. This is going to cost us a lot more. But now I will generate these images just so you can see how much better the quality is with these additional filters. And these images can't even be in comparison to how realistic they look. From the details on the man's face to how the Doberman looks to even the background, using this photo reel and alchemy filter makes a huge difference. So now let's go ahead and turn this off and let's make something that isn't quite photorealistic and is a little bit more fun. So the first thing that I am going to do is change the model right here. Let's go and select a new model and let's choose something a little bit more cartoony. So let's go for this one right here, Leonardo Creative. This is kind of the style that I want to choose. So I'm going to generate with this model. The model that you choose is also going to affect some of the different filters that we can add. So we can see with this specific model right here, we have all of these different categories that we can go for. So I'm actually going to leave this as none. I kind of want this to look like a video game. So let's turn alchemy off right here. I want to save some money on this image generation. And once again, let's go into the prompt area. And in here, I'm going to go with a very simple prompt of just a video game character of a Viking. Let's go ahead and generate and see what Leonardo comes up with. And just like that, we now have these video game characters. Another thing that I want to show you is the negative prompt. So effectively, you can use this to remove certain elements from these images. For example, this guy has like a beard or this guy has a hat. So we can go up and type in like beard or hat into this section. And this is then going to generate the images without the specific elements that you want to remove. Next, let's go along to image guidance. And this is a fantastic tool that we can turn on right here. And this is going to use an image that we upload to effectively guide the AI. So we can click on upload and upload the image that we want to add in. I'm going to add this image of myself right here. And as you can see, this source image is going to load in. We can then choose the strength. So let's actually keep this as 30 where this was originally. And then we can go up to the top here and type in a prompt. So I want to say an alien. And then what you will notice is it will effectively use this image right here as a base template to create the alien around. So let's click on generate right here. And then we can go over to generation history. And this is going to load in the prompt that we just gave it. So just like this, it used the source image and kind of gave me some more alien features. So that is the image guidance tool. And the final thing we are going to talk about is prompt generation. So in here, we can choose first of all the amount of prompts that we would like to generate, and then we can enter a basic prompt. So once again, I'm going to say alien, and then Leonardo AI is going to generate me some more in-depth prompts around this alien that I entered. So we can see a majestic alien city with all of this, an alien creature with shimmering scales. So let's actually go ahead and generate one of these. I will first of all turn off image guidance. Let's go an alien creature with shimmering scales. I'm actually going to change this back to this original one right here and then click on generate. Just like that, this has now been generated and we have a few different designs to choose from. This one that's more like a frog or a creature, or this one that's more humanoid, looks a lot more dangerous and looks like it could do some damage. So that is the image generation section. We can then back out, and we also have this Realtime Canvas tool. So in here, we can just start drawing, and then it's going to go ahead and create an AI model on this side. So let's just go ahead and start with an S. And then we can see the AI is going to create something here. Let's turn this into an 8 and see what it comes up with. Okay, cool. So we see a character at the bottom. It looks like he's just created this trail himself. So let's now reset the canvas using this trash can icon on the left-hand side and create something else. This time, let's create a little table and see what it comes up with here. So on my end, this is a table. But with AI, it came up with this kind of looks like a watch. We can also choose the creativity strength right here. We can move this up or down, and this is going to give the AI more creative freedom. So in here, let's just go and create like a little stick man. And then with this creative freedom, this is what AI created. We can also choose the style of this right here. So let's change this to, let's go for environment. And then we can see when we change to these different areas, this is going to come up with something completely different for each of these. We also have Realtime Gen on this left-hand side. And to be honest, this is probably one of my favorite features just to play around with. So we can go in here and type out a prompt, and this is going to update in real time. So if I type in man, this is going to generate an image of a man. Then we can say on the moon. It's now going to generate a man on the moon. We can also use these elements on the left-hand side to turn this up and down and really generate exactly what we want. So if we turn up coloring to 1.5, this is really going to look like a coloring book, but we can mix and match these. So it is going to slow down the generation time as it shows right here, but we can mix and match these, turn these all up and down, and it's going to mix and match and give us, let's just go for a coloring book right here. So coloring book in like an animated style. And there we go. We now have a coloring book image in like a toon and animated style. Let's go ahead and reset these so we go back to normal. And then in here, we can maybe try an alive cup of coffee. Okay, not much there, but let's turn up kids illustration, and I bet this is going to give us a much better design. Exactly. Now let's try toon and animation, just like that. And you can see that playing around with these and playing with these prompts you can create completely different images that will update in real time. So now that you have seen me play around with some of these different features inside of Leonardo AI, that should give you a better idea of how Leonardo AI works and how you can use this to create your own AI images. So that is my step-by-step tutorial on Leonardo AI. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to smash that like button and tap that subscribe button. And until next time, take it easy.